gone, the terrifying thoughts that haunt narcissists until they die. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, we're delving into the fascinating topic of narcissism and what happens when you break free from their control. We'll reveal the truth behind their seemingly perfect exterior. But before we dive in, I encourage you to join our community by hitting that subscribe button. Just as a narcissist fears losing their hold over you, I'm dedicated to keeping you informed with valuable insights, updates, and engaging content. Let's navigate this journey together through the complexities of dealing with narcissism. It's a common misconception that narcissists are unaffected when someone finally escapes their manipulation. They often appear to have endless emotional resources, making their reactions seem insignificant. However, it's important to note that while I share from personal experiences, I can't speak for every narcissist. When you unexpectedly break away from a narcissist, it catches them off guard and delivers a significant blow to their core, triggering a whirlwind of emotions that tears them apart from within. Let me be clear. I'm not here to persuade you to reconsider or give the narcissist another chance. Quite the opposite. Recognizing that narcissists feel pain when you walk away doesn't invalidate your decision. Remember, you made that difficult choice because of the immense pain they caused you. Pay close attention because the truth is about to be revealed. It's time to confront the harsh reality. Narcissists put you through unbearable suffering, subjecting you to an emotional roller coaster that left you bruised and battered, both mentally and physically. You endured their hurtful actions, their complete disregard for trust, and their constant violation of boundaries that are crucial in any relationship. These painful experiences drove you to finally say, "Enough is enough." You courageously chose to step away from toxicity, prioritize your well-being, and embrace the freedom that comes with putting yourself first. Now, my friend, it's time to set forth on a journey of healing and self-discovery, a path where you reclaim your true essence. It's remarkable how narcissists often seem genuinely shocked by your departure, as if the possibility had never crossed their minds. When you finally decided to cut ties and completely sever contact, they appear utterly bewildered. It's akin to changing the locks on your life, a necessary step for your own safety and peace of mind. Once they grasp that you're truly gone, many narcissists plunge into intense emotional turmoil. Some obsess over your absence, initially dismissing it as a temporary setback. They downplay the significance, treating it as a minor inconvenience. But denial soon crumbles into disbelief as they confront the harsh truth that you've moved on. They struggle to accept that you've actually gone through with it, leaving them stunned as reality sinks in. They start playing the blame game. Anger consumes them as they accuse you of never really caring for them. They're furious at being deserted like this, drawing comparisons to past rejections and unleashing all their pent-up emotions. Some narcissists quickly find new people to admire and validate them, but that doesn't mean they no longer feel the way they did about you. You can't just flip a switch and be done with it. We've all moved on from past relationships, but we still have strong feelings for the people who broke up with us. Even when we start something new, our minds sometimes wander back to old loves. It's just a quick longing or memory amidst the joy of a new relationship. This is why some narcissists jump into new relationships without thinking. They're trying to get away from the feelings that are still bothering them from the past, but they haven't really dealt with or faced these feelings yet. These feelings keep coming up in their new relationships, reminding them of unfinished business from the past. It's strange how narcissists can quickly move on to new partners to feel validated or act like your exit doesn't bother them while hiding how much pain they're in. To be clear, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad or to get you to think again about a bad situation. Without a doubt not. This is not a sign that you should do something or avoid any misunderstandings or wrong interpretations. Again, don't turn around. Stay away from that path at all costs. Once they understand that you've really moved on, they feel a lot of different feelings, starting with confusion and ending with anger. They get angry quickly, which makes them do a lot of intense and mean things. They keep going after you, sending you endless messages, visiting you out of the blue, and writing begging notes. Their actions go too far, like calling you all the time and invading your personal space. In the meantime, they start their backup plan and smartly look for someone else to pay attention to in case you don't come back. They act crazy and obsessed because they're afraid of losing you forever, even as they date other people or look for possible replacements. It's important to know that narcissists avoid taking responsibility for their actions by finding reasons for them in their skewed reality. They say they'd moved on since you left, but deep down they hope you'll come back. They will do anything to get you to fall back into their web, and they'll use passion to do it. When that doesn't work, they get very angry. Being careful is very important because a narcissist who is angry can be very dangerous. This is why I highly advise that if you decide to leave, you shouldn't tell anyone. If you even hint that you're going on or starting a new life without them, their instability could get much worse, which could be dangerous. The moment you finally get away, their whole world falls apart, leaving them confused and lost. They had no plans for this at all. They might get angry and try very hard to blame you for everything because they were caught off guard by this quick change. When a narcissist is in this state, it can be dangerous to deal with them because they might be reacting with some truth. Get ready for the storm to get worse in ways you might not expect. Be careful of how far they might go to push the limits. Nasty people can become very depressed when you leave their life. To get what they want, some people may say things like, "I'm so depressed, I don't know what I'll do." If you hear such scary things, please don't deal with them by yourself. You can get help by calling a mental health crisis number or telling the police. Always put your safety first, but especially when you're with an ego who can lose their cool. To protect yourself, you must get skilled help. Kindness and understanding are important, but it's also very important to make sure you have the strength and support to act, even if that means getting help from outside sources. When a narcissist's carefully built world falls apart, they can become unpredictable and even dangerous. Even though their feelings may hold some truth, the most important thing should be making sure everyone is safe. As the saying goes, just because they say how they feel doesn't mean they'll change for the better. Their need for you, their unwillingness to make new friends, and their desperate need to stay close to you are all red flags. There's no promise that they'll change the way they treat you or become a better partner just because they seem sincere. This mostly shows that they are afraid of losing you and don't like being by themselves. This is what's important, if you get my point. When you tell them you're leaving, they will likely lose control of their feelings and become emotionally unstable. You heard me right. Their calm mask could come off in a big way. However, pay attention. You must be ready to act, even if it means calling the police, if their mental chaos gets out of hand. No matter what, your safety and health must come first. And if you have kids with this person, be ready for the chance that they will use the kids as pawns to hurt your feelings. We can't run away from this hard truth. Watch this video if you want to stop the narcissist from being a pain in your life. There are some big truth bombs that will stop the narcissist and all of their little slaves and flying monkeys in their tracks. It's great to see you again. It's great to see you back on my station. You're in for a big treat if this is your first time at my station. Say hello and tell us who you are in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe so you never miss a movie from us. Let's talk about what to say to a narcissist that will make them feel better forever. What I'm about to say, though, might not always or for all people work. A good rule of thumb is to always have enough tools in your toolbox. It's not just what you say that matters, but also how you say it. Think about how your mood can change when you talk to a narcissist. It's really the only thing there is. Stay calm and act like you're not interested all the time. You should talk to the ego like it's a business deal, no matter who it is. You can't be mean, sarcastic, or cheap with your words. And don't answer them in any way, no matter what, at any time. This means the narcissist won't show any emotion. Think of something that doesn't make sense. You shouldn't fight with this person or try to serve their wants. Keep in mind that when you're with a bad person like a narcissist, they are a child. You're really dealing with an adult child who is narcissistic, thinks they deserve things, and has mental wounds. There is someone in your life who will do anything to hurt, insult, get what they want, and get it. They will also try to change the way other people see things and how things turn out so that they can get what they want and win the right fight. When someone is really angry and wants to get back at you, they will do anything. They will say and do anything to get what they want. You can take care of yourself in any way you think is best if you know this ahead of time. You can't tell if a narcissist is moral because they don't care about other people and don't have a conscience. They will do things that you and I can't even imagine when they want to be seen as a hero or a victim. They are never at all to blame for the bad things that happen because of how they think and act. To fit their skewed ideas, these people will change history and make up stories. People believe them when they say things that aren't true or aren't clear to them. You can love a narcissist with all your heart, but don't expect them to be touched by it. You can't change the way a narcissist acts, no matter how kind, loving, compassionate, or understanding you are. It's not worth your time to work on your patience, endurance, or talking skills with them. That's not going to work. You can talk about anything funny with a normal, healthy person, but a narcissist won't find it funny, so just throw everything away. That which you are not doing at this moment is what you really want. This is what I mean by counterintuitive. To turn them off, you have to do this. Don't show any emotions or interest with your face or body. Try your best to stay cool. The best way to talk to someone is to use words and make straight, clear cuts. To show this, I'd like to use that. Thank you, but not right now. I'm not able to help you. That's not possible. I'm not going to do what you say. I don't care about what you say. That is, the word no can be used by itself. There is nothing else to say after it has been said. One thing you can say to your ego is, I'd already answered your question. Finally, there is silence. Not a single extra word. There's no place to talk. There is no doubt about it. It will take some time for you to get used to this new habit. You need to practice more. You can stop the narcissist from bugging you for good by practicing telling them the facts without adding any emotion or showing a lot of strength. When you talk, remember that you want to come across as fair and neutral. Nothing else was said after that. Get used to how uncomfortable it is to be alone with no one else around. Take a big breath when you say no, for example. Allow the awkward quiet to do its thing. After you say something clear and to the point, let the silence do its thing. Don't worry, just breathe and stay cool. That's all you have to do. Hold on tight. Also, don't forget that all you're doing is giving people information. When it comes to business, this is a cold deal. I get it is another option. If you'd rather, you can say something. I'll let you know. I'll get in touch with you soon. I'm going to look into that. I'll think about it. Or, a line that is pretty flat might work. It's not meant to be funny. Once someone says something short, clear, and to the point, there is silence. If someone has a bad attitude, the best thing you can do might be to say nothing. Find out more about this and how to best use it. Once you get over how awkward silence is, it has a lot more power than any word. You should learn how to make the most of this if you are working with a narcissist who is bad for you. To put it another way, we try to be clear when we talk. We want to say that you can't control or harm me. You're telling them that you don't want to be there unless they have to. It's very important that you don't let anyone else run my life. It won't happen, and it won't. They will be very unhappy with the silence that follows your clear message if they think it's a good idea to go after you. You could say amazing instead, but it's not always the best or most appropriate word. It's fine if you agree. That's fine with me. I'm not mad. Not a single extra word. Let the dice fall where they will. Also, you can say something like, "No, that's not going to happen," to make your point clear. When the narcissist knows they can't control you, they begin to break down. You can only get rid of a narcissist this way. This kind of, "I don't care what you think or feel" behavior will make them look for someone else to worry. Peace will be the most important thing to you. It can be hard and painful to connect with narcissists because they are known for being hard to get along with. You are most likely to believe them when they love bomb you in the first part of idealization and talk about all the good things about your character. They will start to show who they really are after the honeymoon is over. Now you can see that they will always disagree with you first, no matter what you say. Narcissists will often say, "I disagree." You could just say, "I couldn't disagree with you more. You wish it were false." Not a single extra word. You can also ask them to say what they said again. The best way to deal with their crazy and dishonest behavior is to do this. Keep your cool and ask gently for another chance. It needs to be said again and again for them to believe it. Often, just the fact that they said something completely wrong is enough to prove they are lying. If it doesn't work, think about whether you can hear your own voice at all. Take a moment to consider what you said. You can get away with it this time, but don't do it again. Finally, it's quiet. Because of what you said, they have had to deal with their own lack of reason and sometimes anger. You also give them a chance to fix what they did. Tell them that if they are rude or dishonest 10 times, they will be kicked out of the game. They know how dangerous it is. It makes narcissists back down or give up when they hear this. It's important to be clear and say as much as you can with as few words as possible. Don't freak out and keep your cool. Nobody will lose their cool or become sad or angry. There's no need to talk. You won't be able to give any reasons for how you act. It's best to always be cold and strict. Take a big breath and relax. If a narcissist is being too negative or defensive, asking them, "Are you okay?" will get their attention. The answer you get will be angry for sure. After that, say, "Oh," and if you want. That's fine if you agree. There won't be any more. We've shown our point. There's no more to say. You're really saying that you're writing down what they do. This has to be there, unless those people are really stupid. The message got to where it was meant to go. You already know that narcissists don't care about how other people feel, don't have any limits, and like to say hurtful things about other people. Narcissists are very nervous, even though they seem sure of themselves. But people who aren't sure of themselves want to know everything about everyone, even if it's not true. If you talk about something personal or upsetting in someone else's life, you can say, "That's none of my business." Most likely, you should not say that to anyone else. After that, let the silence do its thing again. Spread the word. If an ego wants to be annoying, they might also say, "That's interesting." Or, "I can see why you're mad." You are the only one who can make this choice. What you choose to believe is not up to me. That is your choice. Think about it or say it. "We can talk when you feel better," is all you need to say. After that, turn around and leave. You could also say something like, "Let's give up now before things get worse." Leave again. Leave that place. Always. The conversation is over now. Boom. It's simple to use. If you're with a narcissist and they seem to care about you, here are some things you could say. This group is known for having flying monkeys, small slaves, weak supporters, and cowardly followers. You know exactly what I mean if you've ever been hurt by a narcissist. No matter what, when a liar says they care about you, you should compliment them on it. "What I do for my own safety and well-being has nothing to do with you. Thank you no matter what." Finally, it's quiet. Not a single extra word. You might also say, "I already told you I don't want to talk about this with you. It would be great if you showed me some space." You might also just say, "I don't know what to say to you," and walk away. That can't be the subject of this talk. There's no place to talk. No matter what you say, you should say it with self-respect and honor, and your tone should be cold, businesslike, lifeless, flatline, clear, and to the point. These people will quickly learn what they can and cannot do when they talk to you. These plans should be used even when they're not important. That means you can be sure of what you say when the stakes are high.